Hello, it's me. It's Josh. I'm here to talk about a movie that I saw, this obscure indie called Kung Fu Panda 4. Yeah, I saw Kung Fu Panda 4, and I'm reviewing it on my channel. And it's not because I'm desperate for content. It's because if you know me and follow me, and even seen my art videos here on the channel, or know anything really about me, you know that I am an animation guy. I love cartoons. I love drawing. Here's a little known fact. I don't know if I've dropped here before, but I was accepted to the School of Visual Arts Disney animation pipeline program back in the 90s. I made a different life choice, but I am an animation guy. And Kung Fu Panda, well, it's one of those lesser DreamWorks franchises, but personally, I like it a lot. I like the first three movies a great deal. They're fun, and they have good energy and good style. And then now we have a fourth movie that no one asked for. I don't know the status of I thought DreamWorks as a studio was gone, but I guess DreamWorks Animation is still around. I guess my favorite DreamWorks animated movies are the How to Train Your Dragon films. I think that's largely because of the Chris Sanders influence. Chris Sanders, of course, the creator of Stitch, but oh so much more. He is a really cool artist. You should check out some of his sketchbooks and his other work if you can. But this is not a Chris Sanders video. This is a Kung Fu Panda 4 video. And look, I'm not going to get too sad about an animated movie not being great, but I feel like a movie like Kung Fu Panda 4 is what people think of when they dismiss and degrade animation and say that it's just for kids. They're thinking of, like, you know, a third sequel in a franchise, a part 4 that is extremely forgettable and full of random humor and farts, and has the voice of Awkwafina as a wacky sidekick. That's one of the first things you notice, and nothing against Awkwafina, she's awesome, but she's playing a lot of wacky sidekicks in animated movies and things like that, and I think we need a break. But also missing from this movie are the what are they called, the Furious Five or whatever, the other characters that always go on adventures with Poe. It just seems like they didn't want to pay Angelina Jolie et al. To appear in another movie. So this feels like a direct-to-video movie, at least in conception and in execution quality. Although I will say, this is the strange thing about the era of CG animation that we're in, is that even like these throwaway sequels, there's still really good character animation in Kung Fu Panda. I want to say Kung Fu Fanda every time. There's still really good character animation in Kung Fu Panda 4. That's the odd thing. It used to be, back in my day, when we had animated sequels made on the cheap and hand-drawn and made by television studios and released on VHS. You watch some of those Disney sequels from the 90s and early 2000s, the Aladdin sequels, and there's like a Cinderella Part 2, and the animation is abysmal. Except for a few key scenes. That's how it was with hand-drawn animation, is that you get a different quality level shot to shot. And CG, for all that it's done to dumb down the way we watch movies and what some of these movies look like, it is easier to have a consistency of style and even like movement style, animation style throughout a movie. So I still enjoyed sitting in a movie theater and watching a big, loud, well-animated movie. But this is instantly forgettable. I'm not going to get into the plot too much because it feels like they're annoyed to have a plot. We already did 3 of these. It's so clearly a cash grab. It doesn't feel like natural, like, oh, they really found a way in to keep telling stories in this world, and it's Kung Fu Panda, so maybe they don't need to. But I don't know. It's disappointing. It's not great. I don't. You can skip it. There's plenty of other animated movies to enjoy. Just a quick mention of, there's always, that's the other weird thing about these animated franchises, is that they, even though they didn't want to pony up the big bucks for the Furious Five in this movie, there are some notable actors in who are completely squandered in supporting roles. Bryan Cranston is back as Poe's dad, and the great James Hong as his other dad, the Goose. And Dustin Hoffman, of course, is a Master Shifu who was only in a couple scenes to get cranky. But Viola Davis plays the villain, the chameleon, in this movie, and it's an utter waste of her talents. She's great. Her voice sounds great. The character is even a little cool, and there was some promise there, and a character that can shapeshift. I mean, chameleons, they just they slightly change their color to blend into their environments, but in this movie they've expanded those powers to complete shape shifting. She can turn into an enormous elephant somehow. But just as long as we have to hear familiar, famous voices in movies, I guess it's great when they're cool people. I don't know. That's my review of Kung Fu Panda 4. There was a trailer for Despicable Me. Is it 3, 4, whatever they're on right now? I know that there's that franchise is weird with spin-offs and stuff. I've never seen, I think I saw the original Despicable Me. It's just not my franchise. I know that people have come around on the Minions and that a lot of people unironically love Minions. I did enjoy the Mario movie, even though it was slight. I felt like it was the right kind of slight fun. So I don't know, maybe I'll catch up with those movies, but I won't bore you with that. That's all for now. I'll be back soon with more fun. You can support me at patreon.com/JoshWay, where you can see videos early and other fun random stuff. And I thank you for your time. I'll talk to you again soon. Josh out.